Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to be adding labels to the form. We are going to add the label to the table layout panel. So click on the table layout panel. Make sure in the properties, it says table layout panel. So when we add the label, it goes on the table layout panel. So click on the toolbox, and within the toolbox, click on the common controls. Again, two ways you can add a label. You could double click or you can drag it on. So I'm just going to drag it on and leave it on the first cell there. I need to change some of its properties. So while the label is selected, make sure you've got the label selected there. I need to change some properties. The first I want to do is change the size. At the moment, I can't resize it. So I need to set this auto size property from true to false. And that makes it possible to resize. The next thing I want to do, I want to make sure it's got the same background color as the background color of the table layout panel. So I scroll up and look at the back color. It has inherited the same color, so I'm happy with that. Next thing I want to do, I want the label to fill the cell. So I come back here into the layout. There's a property called dock, which is located within the layout. So I come here and the dock is set to none. I'm just going to change that to fill the cell. So it has now filled the whole area. Next thing I want to do, the text is right on top. I want to align the text to the middle. So I look for the text align property. There should be a text align property. I'm just gonna, there you go. So at the moment it's saying top left, which is this. So I'm going to change that value to the middle. Okay, I'm happy with that. Next thing I want to do is change the font. So let's go up to the property here, and on the font we click on the plus to expand that, and these little dots here, this little ellipse, click on that. It should give you this panel where you can change the font. So the font I want to change is called the Webdins. This basically is a bunch of icons. So I'm going to click that. Also going to change the size to 72. You can see I told you it's a bunch of icons. So this is just one of them. I'll click OK. You can see the icon has showed up there. Next thing I'm going to do is change the label name. If I change this to a letter C, the icon will change. See that it's changed to a square. So this square is where the actual images for the game will be. So each of the squares will have an icon that you later on have to match to win the game. So what I want to do, I want to replicate this black square on all the grid here. This 4x4 grid. I want each of this black square in each of these boxes. So to do that, I'm going to copy, because I've already changed the properties for this, it makes it easy. I just need to copy and paste it into the other. So I'm going to highlight that and go edit, go copy. And what I'll do, I'll just click on each of the cell. So I'll click that. Notice as I click, so what I'm doing now, I'm just copying and pasting in each of the cells. So just paste, and all of them should have this square box. So all the cells of the grid now have this black box. So each of these black box later on will represent an icon that will be used to play the game. So a quick way to select all the cells, you can also select the first one, do Control A, that will select everything, and then you can deselect the one of them and do Control C, copy and paste. You can do it that way, or you can just do it individually. All right, so that is it for this lecture. So make sure you have got the same screen with all these black squares showing. With the font will change here. The WebDings font will change. It's a font that contains a lot of icons. So each of the letter will represent a different icon on these boxes. So later on, as the project progresses, you'll see it will make more sense to you. But for now, if you've got this far, congratulations, and we'll see you in the next lecture. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.